The Lord is I shepherd, I shall not want. Him make an eye lie down in a green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water. Them him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea! Though I Rasta go walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I can't fear no evil, for thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Uno prepare a table before I in the presence of my enemy them. Uno anointed I head with no oil, me cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy I go follow I all the days of I even. Me I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Ja kadama we groma beya tela e zigzag beer tana istalina bashante shante 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 shante. Where two and three meeting in the name of the Most I ja that's so Jaja de. If Jaja never build up your house, the builder I go build it in vain. Same way if Jaja never watch upon your house, the watchman I go watch it in vain. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it and them is safe. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Jah shall deliver him from all of them. And I give thanks. Aoma usogbo lisa adano wato ewa sekple afo agbene heavy megba fumato jakpata beda view monye ku aoma usogbo lisa akpe kaka awatanyu mo oyuwala don. This is the Black Pot, aka Kokoshonemo, where we speak truth to power. And my name, Black Rasta. Now, in every traditional African home, there is a black pot, and each time this black pot sits on the fire, there is something super sumptuous cooking. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes, and sizes, aromas, and even flavors. Put aside all their differences and relocate into the black pot, where they are subjected to some amount of good eating. They produce food. In the aftermath of the food production, ironically, they do not even participate in eating the food. It is us, the eaters, who do. Yet every time they rise to the occasion producing food that they do not participate in and enjoying. What does this teach us? It's a lesson of generational thinking and selflessness. How many of us believe that we've worked so hard to be able to achieve all these things we have? Therefore, we are the only people entitled and deserving of enjoying whatever it is. How many of us believe that we have it all today? Let's use it all. After all, tomorrow shall take care of itself. How many of us believe that there's no need to plant trees as long as we will not live long enough to benefit from the shade and the fruits of the trees? Therefore, we relegate ourselves to planting pepper, onion, and even garden eggs so we can harvest, eat, die, and go. Oh my God. This is the Black Pot, and here we talk about patriotism. We don't do politics here, neither do we do sports and even religion. All we talk about is patriotism, my brother, my sister, and that is why I need you to come along and give me all your rapturous attention. My brother, my sister, here we don't criticize. But if we must criticize, we'll do it on one condition, just to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we are in the service of God and country. This is the Black Pot, aka Kokoshonemo, and here we speak truth to power. I'm glad to say that we are live on YouTube, and our name is Black Empire Media. Black is spelled B-L-A-K-K. We are also live on Facebook, and I would like to implore you to subscribe to our channels and also hit on the notification bell so that each time we are on, you'll be the first person to be told and be notified to watch. This is the Black Pot, aka Kokoshonemo, and here we speak truth to power. Well, I want to say thank you so much to Izzet. Izzet is I-S-I-T, in spirit, in truth. And that simply means that we are working very hard to satisfy you when it comes to social media. Now, it is a social media app that has been built by Ghanaian engineers in America. And it is all for the good reasons. He has the best reasons. It is non-violent and at the same time is crystal clear. Now with it, if your regular social media app is giving you nothing but negativity, and I am talking about violence, nudity, and even racism, then this is your opportunity to move away from that and hop straight onto it. It means in spirit, in truth. Now with it, you can go live, you can make audio and video calls and even text message. With it, you connect with family and friends and make crystal clear memories. Oh, documented. No two ways about them thing, the man. So how do you get on it? Just download the app from Google Play and App Store and everything is okay. You are on it. This is it. And I am on it. Are you on it? My name is Blakk RASTA. And I want to say thank you so much. Today we have 6 very important issues to look at. And I need you to come along. Come here. Item number 1. And it's rolling on your screens. Watch this. It says, Aisha Huang goes to jail at last. And this story came out just a few hours ago. Oh yes. A few hours ago. In fact, how many hours ago? 3 hours ago. Who is Aisha Huang? This is Aisha Huang. She is the Galamsey King Pin of Ghana. Galamsey's queen. Illegal mining. So disrespectful. Destroyed flora and fauna in Ghana. Allegedly shot and killed some people even in the Galamsey field. This woman here is worse than Satan. This woman here came all the way from China in all effrontery, destroying the land and polluting the water. This woman here, my brother, my sister, drinks water from only bottles and sachets. She came to Ghana, made a lot of name, destroying our land, buying off chiefs, and also politicians by bringing Chinese prostitutes in to satisfy their libidos. Little did they know that she was recording all of them and keeping them on video. She used those videos later to blackmail some of those political kingpins anytime they wanted to in fact, pose her for all the dirty things she was doing on the Galamsey field. Her days are up. Her cup is full. Her throat is cut. Aisha Huang was deported because of these numerous crimes and the number of times she was able to evade and to elude arrest using her connections and her blackmailing power. At the end of the day, she was deported. Within no time, she came back into the country and continued with her Galamsey. She told the court that she was married to a Ghanaian man and she missed the Ghanaian and she had to come back to Ghana. Why wouldn't the Ghanaian man come to China? She rather left China and came back. There was a point the President of the Republic of Ghana said he didn't believe that Aisha Huang was deported at all. And one of the dumbest ministers we have ever had in this country, his name is Osafo Mafo. My brother, my sister, old as he is, he has no brains, no common sense. This man here said there was no need to jail Aisha Huang for all the atrocities and alleged murders that she could have committed. And that the most important thing was to be able to deal with our economic situation. Jailing Aisha Huang will not help our economic condition. My brother, my sister, at the end of the day, it looks like her cup is full. She changed lawyers. She sacked one and brought on another. But the hammer has landed. Boom. And today in court, things happened. Run the story, my youth. Watch it. Graphic Online, and Graphic is the national communicator. Oh, yes. He says what? And Huang, also known as Aisha Huang, has been sentenced to 4 years, 6 months in prison. Aisha Huang, who has also been slapped with a 48,000 Ghana cedi fine, is also to be deported after serving her jail term. run things. That was after the criminal division of the Central Accra High Court, presided over by Justice Lydia Osei-Mafo, found her guilty on the charge of undertaking a mining operation without a license, facilitating the participation of persons engaged in a mining operation with the illegal employment of foreigners. She was also convicted on her own plea in the charge of entering Ghana whilst prohibited from re-entry. It was the court's opinion that the state, led by the Director of Public Prosecutions, DPP, Yvonne Atakora Obuobisa, has proven beyond reasonable doubt that Aisha committed the crime. Facing the judge in her usual nose mask and white scarf, Aisha was calmly seated in the dock 1 hour into the reading of the judgment. While Aisha Huang had denied all the charges, it was the court's view that she contradicted herself in her defense statements in the trial, which lasted 1 year, 2 months. Miracle Atache, counsel for Aisha, in his plea of mitigation, said his client had been in custody since October 2022. He therefore prayed the court to impose a fine and deport his client instead of a custodial sentence. It is our humble prayer that a custodial sentence to the accused will exert another financial burden on the state, particularly the state service, he added. She has made the work of the prosecution and court move expeditiously regarding her re-entry charge. In a sharp response, the DPP said, taking into consideration the impact of Aisha's actions on the families and witnesses who testified before this court, it was imperative for the court to impose a maximum custodial sentence and a deportation order. My God. In conclusion, we wish to state that because of the indignity with which the accused person operated, the sentence should reflect the impact of her actions on the people of Ghana, the communities that she had permanently impaired, and the livelihoods that she took away, she said. That's it. My brother, we are joking in this country. The judge sitting on this issue said one thing which I know I need to share with you. She said she wished she could give Aisha Huang more punishment. But the law that she was using to jail her will not give her the chance to do that. She wished Aisha Huang would go in for 10 or 15 years with a heavier financial responsibility or burden on her. My brother, my sister, Aisha Huang has no respect for the people of Ghana. She has proven to the whole world that Ghana is a weak country that respects color and shades of skin. That Ghana is a self-inflicted enemy of itself. My brother, my sister, look what Aisha Huang has done. She even had lawyers defending her. This was what I said, and some people did not understand. They said the lawyer's duty is to be able to defend. My brother, my sister, imagine a lawyer saying, oh, if you put her in jail, it's going to be an additional financial burden to the nation. So for that matter, let her just go back. How different is this from what Osafo Mafo said? Let her go to jail. Is she better than Atai? She's worse than Atai. If there were some people brought before me to free, and Aisha Huang and Atai were paraded, and I was told to choose one to free, I will free Atai and put Aisha Huang in there. She cannot do a quarter of the things that she did in this country in China. If a Ghanaian or an African had done this in China, they would have summarily hanged this Ghanaian. But this female asshole, my brother, my sister, came into this country to destroy our flora and fauna. She allegedly killed people. Murder cases, my brother, my sister. And at the same time, as said in court, she impaired the lives of people permanently. And this person is going in for how many years? 4 years, 6 months, 4.5 years, and paying 48,000 Ghana cedis. I'm excited about one thing. that at least she will go to jail. But come here. This is deeper than just going to jail and pay the 48,000 Ghana cedi fine. Aisha Huang has videos of some big wigs who are in politics. Listen to this. She brought Chinese prostitutes into the country, and she got Ghanaian politicians, big wigs, to sleep with them, and she videotaped them. She has been using this to blackmail these political bigwigs. Now that she's going to jail, it's a matter of telling them, I am going to jail. If you sit down and watch me go to jail and don't give me parole in the next few months, I am going to release those videos. This is a master blackmailer. Don't be surprised. Please mark this and record this. In the next few months, you will hear that there's a jailbreak and Aisha Huang escaped. It's not a jailbreak. It's because she has videos of some political bigwigs engaged in a sexual bunga bunga. She will release it. When she threatens to release it, they know that they are breaking the 8 will not work. Some of them will go the extra mile to free this blackmailer. And the only way they can do it is to jailbreak or find another way of letting her escape. That way, they might be free from her blackmailing tactics. As long as this blackmailer is allowed to live here and stay here, she will continue blackmailing the nation and destroying the flora and fauna of this nation. Again, Aisha Huang left this country and came in a number of times. She even has a Ghana card. Did they investigate how she got the Ghana card? Can you tell us? Is the Ghana card that useless, that any useless blackmailer can have that? Did the court investigate that? How did she get the Ghana card? How did she get it? How about the fact that she's married to a Ghanaian man? Is that not enough to make her Ghanaian and make her come back into the country? We need to look at all these things. Because being married to a Ghanaian man legally makes her Ghanaian by marriage. You cannot banish or deport a Ghanaian from Ghana. It's not possible. This is deep. My brother, my sister, I wish that those politicians who were engaged in the Chinese bunga bunga, they would just sit back and say, for once, let's love our nation. Call her bluff. Let her release the videos. Let's see. Let's make noise about this. Laugh at you for a couple of weeks. And Ghana will stay solid. Or else, if a blackmailer has one tool, one ace up his sleeves, forever and ever, he or she will keep blackmailing you till the end of time. How many of us know this? That is why some people go all length to kill a blackmailer. But killing a blackmailer doesn't end it. They don't work alone. They have the videos circulated amongst other people who are their accomplices and they are also blackmailers. So you kill one blackmailer, there are more in the same circle. And they can release videos. The best way to deal with a blackmailer is call their bluff and say release. People will laugh at you for some time. It might destroy you for life, but it will make you a bolder person. Yes, a bolder person than the cowardly person that you are right now. Aisha Huang, bring a photograph here. Quick! Aisha Huang, you are a dirty blackmailer, you. Hell is waiting for you. You have no respect for the people of this country. I'm going to visit you in jail and insult you. You are a useless blackmailer. The words I want to use, decency will not allow me to use that. You are worse than an animal. It's our people who are cheap, who allow things like you to manipulate the system. Our people who see anything light and mutilated as a fantasy. That is why these foolish things are happening in the nation, to the point that the president can come out and say that he's not sure if you were even deported in the first place. Dash. Come here. Next story. Away from blackmail, thief CEOs killing Ghana. So we have CEOs who are thieves in Ghana, and there are those who are killing the nation. Who is saying this? Can we trust this person saying it? Oh, okay. At least I trust this man more than Bawumia. I trust this guy more than Bawumia. I trust him more than Nana Akufo-Addo. I trust this man more than so many dirty politicians in Ghana. This is Kennedy Agyapong. Many people are touting him to be president in years to come. Maybe around that time I would support his presidency. My brother, but as it stands right now, he has too many cobwebs. In fact, skeletons in his cupboard that I wouldn't want to be associated with any presidency. Kennedy Agyapong says what? Watch this. Ghanaian businesses suffering because of thieves who manage them. The manager of a business is a CEO. My God. And that the businesses are suffering because of thieves who manage them. This is Kennedy Agyapong. Run it, my youth. Watch it. It says, Member of Parliament for Asin Central, Kennedy Agyapong, has said that businesses in Ghana struggle because of greedy and selfish managers. He says when people set up businesses and employ the services of others to run the show, the managers steal from the business to live big and also invest in their personal properties instead of ensuring the growth of the business. Kennedy Agyapong is worried that foreign businesses are thriving in Ghana because the managers are not Ghanaians, whilst Ghanaian-owned businesses continue to suffer due to poor management. I am sorry, but I will tell you the truth. They will just steal your money. That is why they don't vote for me. That's why they didn't vote for me, because they knew I was going to crack the whip. We will not allow people to embezzle the state funds at the expense of the poor country. My God. Unfortunately for them, they embezzle the funds, and the only thing they know how to do is build a house. We have a huge chunk of the country that is unemployed. I'm told several youths leave Ghana with the aim of getting nursing jobs, but after paying the charges, they can't even get jobs. God has endowed our country, and what we need is leaders who act and not leaders who speak just English and cannot put food on the table. I am not giving up on my vision, and all I am telling you is to pray for me for long life. He told members of his support group, we are for Ken worldwide, during a meeting in the U.S. city of Minnesota. Dash it, my youth. Dash it, my youth. Well, bring that in. I saw something very important coming up. Bring it up. All I said and the mistakes I pointed out, I will work on them. I would have retired completely. But when I look at the young men and women without jobs in the country, I cannot give up. We will continue to fight. I am not giving up, he disclosed. Dash. We have said these things time and again. Our brothers and sisters do stowaway. You know what it means to say stowaway? They hide themselves in a ship, sometimes at a point of death, just to arrive in Europe. Some of them are hidden in holes that rats will not even want to hide. Some of them suffocate and die before they even arrive there. Others are also seen and arrested while on the high seas and thrown into the sea to be eaten by whales and sharks. My brother, my sister, we see all these things happening. Our people continue to die on the high seas on their way to El Dorado. My brother, my sister, why are all these things happening? It's all because they are running from their country. They say it's very terrible and they cannot live in the country anymore. This is what is happening in our nation. Those of them who are lucky enough to arrive, lucky, they work their ass dry. They work so hard, they are able to bring in a lot. And because they are tired of the West, they decide to return home and build businesses. When they come, we look at them like people who had it easy. Oh, there's money lacing the streets of New York. Oh, in New York, money grows on trees. You can climb any tree and pluck money as much as you want. It's so easy. So they are the target of our thievery. They come into this country, set up businesses, hoping that they will employ people and let the business grow so many more people would be employed. Unfortunately, you know what happens? These people that they employ, they see them as fools. Oh, boga, wakonya skakwa, wambre, se abruchire de skaya kwa. Abruchire, obia obeko hobia, obia, oyeye. Oh, they travel outside the country, they make money by heart. It's so easy. So, it's okay to steal from these people. The same way fools and idiots in the country steal from the government, thinking that the government is a different entity on Mars or Saturn. How can a correct thinking human being steal from the government and think that you are smart? You are a fool. Stealing from the government. Government enterprises have CEOs stealing from the government. We employ you and pay you from our taxes, and you steal from us. You sit down there and you are comfortable stealing. It hurts. These people travel abroad on stowaway. Some of them go through the desert. Some of them, if they tell you how they survive, you'll be shocked. And they bring you on to help the business grow. We steal from them to establish our own, employ our brothers and sisters who also come in and steal from us, and it becomes a routine, cyclical route of sick fools stealing from each other. I'm angry, my brother. Excuse the language. I am very angry. I have been abroad. I've been to America. I've been to Canada. I've been to so many countries of the world. To God be the glory. It is sickening and sad that when I see my brother, sometimes when I go to America, some of our brethren, I buy them ice cream on the streets of New York, on the streets of New Jersey, on the streets of Maryland. I buy them ice cream. Some of them are homeless. One of our brethren, a homeless brother in Canada, a musician, just died on the streets of Canada. Such a guy manages to make some money and comes to open up a business, and you make him a target of your stupid thievery. At the end of the day, they collapse the business. And when the business is collapsed, they go back with their CVs, running from church to church, praying that they want a job. In fact, they are actually looking for another avenue to steal. So they collapse it and go back to the church again to pray. They pour anointing oil on them so they get jobs where they can steal and collapse over and over. In fact, I respect the Ghanaian entrepreneur. And I respect those who do business in Ghana. That's why you go to China Mall and it's all Chinese. All their products are even written in Chinese. If you can't understand Wang Ching Hung Shang Shang, forget it. Because they have realized that we have the DNA of thievery in there. So one Ghanaian employed there are 6 Chinese people looking at him. Their duty is to watch you whilst you work donkey. You go to the Indian shops, it's the same thing. Everything is in Indian. Pyari nahi kumde, nahi. That is what it is. They don't trust you. They see you to be animals, because what kind of a human being is this that steals from himself and makes himself poor every now and then? You must be an animal, low-class animal. There are some Ghanaians, worms, gogomi, are wiser than them. I said there are some Ghanaians, worms, gogomi, are wiser than them. There are some Ghanaians, sheep, are wiser than them. It hurts, my brother. What kind of a country is this? You are stealing from yourselves. Your brothers struggle to break the chain of poverty. They travel out of the nation, come back and build up places, put you in there only for you to steal from them and collapse the business again. So you all start going on stowaway. Out of the 10, you go out, 8 die, 2 make it again, make money and come back to build businesses, employ 10 people, you steal from each other, collapse it again. The 10 of you go out there, 8 die. Kennedy Agyapong has spoken nothing but the truth. He lives abroad. I was in his house in New Jersey, and I saw his life. My brother, until that's the solution, we inject patriotism into our veins, nothing is going to work. Come here, my youth. I said, until we inject patriotism into our veins, nothing will happen. We praise our thieves and call them smart. Hey, he didn't know to me we are there. Oh, hey, in the security night I said, what we are there. Hey, we are piafo. Hey, we are being. Say the security night tight on what we breaking security, you know. Hey, when you are be a pow. In other words, look how security was tight there. You were able to go there and steal. Listen to the language. Are you not an animal? Is Gokomi not wiser than you? Is the sheep not wiser than you? What kind of a people are you? When I meet God, I'm going to ask him, why? What did he feed us with? That's it, my youth. When we return, we got more. In the interim, this is the Blakk Pod. It's all about patriotism, no politics. Hey! Wayo!
Blakk Pod, Coco Show, man.
This is the Blakk Pod, aka Coco Show, where we speak truth to power, and we must apologize. The Facebook live is not happening right now. We're trying to rectify it. Please try as much as possible and join us on YouTube, where we are live. We shall upload it on Facebook later, but in the interim, we're trying to work it out so that we can have that one on Facebook as well. You know, yes, I do apologize for that. Next story. Run it. Next story. Let's be quick, concentrate, and let's have this thing done, please. Now, the next story we are looking at is rolling on the screen, and it says, Mahama floors Bawumia up north in polls. They are both from the north. They are the biggest when it comes to our next elections. My brother, my sister, I have made it clear. If Bawumia, or Bawalaya wins the next election, I'll leave the country for you. It means that Ghana and Ghanaians are not deserving of anybody's empathy. It means we are immune to pain. We are immune to lies. We are immune to selfishness. Why should you vote Bawumia back? For what? Look what they have done to us. And he's not even remorseful. He keeps lying and lying and building castles in the air. This guy, I've lost it totally for him. He has already lived his childhood dreams. He never ever thought that he would be near the presidency. Now he wants to be president. Such a joker. You think we are joking here? It's people's lives at stake. It's the nation's dignity at stake. It's not about somebody's whims and caprices. That's not what we are dealing with. You think we are here to joke? Anyway, there are some polls in the north. They are both from the north. They wanted to find out who won what and who didn't win what. Give me that chart. Let's see who got what and who didn't get what. Watch it. Mahama topped. And you can see the percentage there. And you can see the others scoring zeros, including my very good friend Christian Andrews, a.k.a. Osofo Chirabosum. He scored another 0, or what you call naught in the olden days. N-A-U-G-H-T. Naught means 0. You know. And then Alan Chematin comes third there. But Mahama is soaring up there with over 50% of the votes, right? And there is Baulaya lingering there. And this is the 2024 election voting intentions. They are just intentions. What people intend to do. These are the polls. It works very well in other countries because it's scientific. In our country, that thing can be skewed. I believe that by the time of the elections, Bawumia would even get 2%. Because no right-thinking human being in Ghana going through all these will still go ahead and vote for Bawumia. Osofo Chirabosum and the rest should be high up there, not Bawumia. Run the story. Mahama floors Bawumia, Alan in the Northern Region poll. Run the story. Watch this. Former President John Dramani Mahama has beaten Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in a study conducted by Global Info Analytics, focusing on who voters in the Northern Region would vote for in the 2024 presidential elections. The result of the poll was released on Monday, December 2, 2023. According to the survey, Mahama, the flag bearer of the opposition National Democratic Congress, won the poll with 55% of the vote, while electors in the northern region, amongst electors in the north region, and was followed by Dr. Bawumia, the flag bearer of the ruling New Patriotic Party, who polled 37% of the votes. That's it. And this is your stronghold because you are a Northerner. And if you are a Northerner, and this is what people are saying they will do, it means you have failed. When we all voted massively against Mahama and kicked him out because we're so disappointed and brought you in, we expected that you would have done better. But you were the same old wine in new bottles, maybe worse, stale wine, useless wine. You and your old president, Nana Akufo-Addo. Mahama stands a very good chance of reinventing the wheels of history. He would be the very first president who was kicked out of the presidency in an election and brought back into the presidency should he win. And if he does win the elections, he stands a better chance of understanding the whims and caprices, the underpinnings and undertones of the presidency. Because Mahama has a rare opportunity, write it down. In the next elections, Mahama has a rare opportunity of a man who has died and arisen again. Now, when we were talking about the land of the deaf, how many people are able to tell us from first-hand information? Nobody. But in the next elections, Mahama would stand a rare opportunity of a man who died and resurrected. That's what it is. It's deep. Such a man will be the only one who can tell you what it means to die. Such a man will be the only one to tell you what happens in the land of the dead. First hand, I died. I went there. There's evidence that I died. I was buried. And when I went into the land of the dead, this was what I saw. I saw this, and I saw that. Now I am back into the world of the living. I know I will die again. Whatever I saw in the land of the deaf, it is time now to turn things around so it will be better for me when I die. Kai, hallelujah. This is deep. Come here. Bring Mahama's photograph. Do you have it? Watch this. Mr. Mahama, in the next elections you stand the rare opportunity of a man who has died and arisen again. In our society, nobody is able to tell firsthand what it is in the land of the dead. Now, you were president before. You were kicked out. You have the rare opportunity of coming back to be president again in our country if you do win these elections. How was it in the land of the dead? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Are there things that you can do better so that when you finally go into the land of the dead, you would have a comfort zone for yourself? This is deep. You need to listen with rapt attention. You had the rare opportunity to visit the land of the dead. You saw what it was. What kind of suffering awaited people who did not do well. Now you've been brought back. It's time for you to build a better place for yourself in the land of the dead. Hallelujah. 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 Ha! If I were you, all arrows are pointing at you, saying that you'll be the next president again. It's not like a 2-term something. 1 term, you went away, you are coming back again. This is an opportunity for you to correct all the wrongs and build a better place for yourself and Ghana in the land of the dead. After all, death is inevitable. Think about it. If I were you when I come, hey, it will be all about Ghana. It's not about coming to eat nyafo nyafo. How much can you eat? It's not about houses. How many rooms can you sleep in at a time? What is luxury? This skin shall melt and go away. The soul, the spirit shall linger on. That is what you must feed. Feed the spirit. How do you feed the spirit? With genuine good things and good tidings. Prayer. Kai, I wish this could be like a video so people would see what I am seeing. If African leaders think about death and what they can do to get a better place in the land of the dead, they will not steal. That's it, my youth. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kokosho, and here we speak truth to power. No politics, no sports, no religion. It's all about patriotism. Give me 30 seconds. 30 seconds. When I return, we have more coming up. Hey! Wayo!
One skipper George.
Blackpot. Coco show man.
AKA. This is the Black Pot, aka Koko Show, where we speak truth to power. And my name Blakk RASTA. We're going to see your comments now. Yes. We're going to watch your comments and see what exactly you have rolling up. You have comments? You have comments coming up? All right, send your comments coming in. We're going to read your comments time after time and see exactly what your mind is. It's not a one-way traffic. Whilst I talk, you also talk. We will read your comments and see exactly what it is. We apologize again. We are not able to immediately bring you the Facebook Live. I mean, technical difficulties, but we are live on YouTube. Please share the broadcast and let every other person get to see it. Are you ready with the messages? All right, so next story. Run with the next story. Next story. Quick. Your comments are going to come later. Trusted people let me down in the NPP primaries. And this is Kennedy Japan speaking. Trusted people let me down in NPP primaries. Kennedy Japan speaking. Yeah. He said he trusted people and they let him down. How? I want to understand. Run the story. My God. I trusted people too much. Kennedy Japan on lessons learned from losing the NPP flag bearer race. Run it, my youth. It says, former flag bearer aspirant of the new Patriotic Party, NPP Kennedy Japan, has stated that one of the things that may have accounted for his defeat in the recently held internal elections was his trust in people. According to the Member of Parliament for Asin Central, he may have trusted people beyond the necessary limits, and that may have had a role in his loss. Maybe this is a preparation. I probably trusted people too much, so now I am learning. I thought I was perfect, but with the election, I know I am not. So I am learning a lot. He told members of his support group, We Are for Ken Worldwide, during a meeting in the U.S. city of Minnesota. Kennedy Japan, however, expressed gratitude to his supporters for having confidence in him, whilst urging them not to lose hope. That's it. So yes, it happens. And when it happens, that is when we feel it more. When we trust people and they let us down, they say that pain is very sharp. But if your enemy lets you down, it's nothing to talk about, right? That's your enemy already, and what the enemy is looking for is to let you down. But when you trust people, who did Kennedy Japan trust? Unfortunately, he didn't say. Is it delegates? Or is it the president? Who did he trust? But he said he trusted people too much, and they let him down. Well, in life, these are some of the things that happen. Not everyone who smiles with you really likes you. And when people show you their teeth, it doesn't mean that they are smiling at you. Maybe they are only gnashing their teeth or moving to bite you. It's not every smile that is friendly. Some animals smile before they bite. My brother, Kennedy Japan, if you say that you thought you were perfect, I may have to come in and say something. You are not perfect. Nobody is perfect. Look at the murder of Ahmed Swale. You have still not been able to exonerate yourself and free yourself from the nuances of that murder. Look at the murder of Edu Boahin. Is it Edu Boahin? That MP. You have still not been able to free yourself from the nuances of that murder. 2 top murders in this country. Some of your utterances, tribalistic utterances. You might have a good heart. Unfortunately, we cannot see a heart. We can only feel the heart through your deeds and your utterances. And your utterances, most of the time, are so nauseous. I'm glad that a lot of people supported you in your party. It is time to sit back and not sell out. If you sell out, you are selling out your political career. Bring Kennedy Japan here. Quick, quick, quick. This has to be very quick. Mr. AGYAPONG, with all love and respect, these elections that are coming will decide whether your political life will still be alive or dead. You had a number of people support you. You surprised the whole of Ghana and your critics. This is an opportunity for you not to sell out. Watch who you support in these elections. Remember all the things you said about Mahama. Well, you came back and apologized and said some things good enough about Mahama. Remember the things you said about Bawumia. You have still not apologized. So I believe that you are still holding on to your guns. Be careful what you do with the new power that you have. For you to have what is called political longevity. Per presidential aspirations. Keep the photograph there, please. My brother, my sister, I am saying that you need to be able to watch it and watch it well. Mr. AGYAPONG, you need to watch your utterances. A leader should be measured in his utterance. If people can just judge you so easily and predict you easily by your utterances, you are not a good leader. A good leader should be able to hide some things and surprise people. If people can judge you by your utterances, if people can predict you by your utterances, in psychology, there's a name for it. I don't want to say it. It might sound insulting to you. But to suffice it, you see how you can judge an animal? When there's a fowl coming and throw some maize or millet, they come. You judge them so easily. Human beings are different. You should never be judged and predicted by your utterances. A human being should be able to behave in the right way in different scenarios. You should be able to use your wits to maneuver your way through. A word to the wise is enough. Dash. Do you have the comments now? Send in the comments. All right. So these are the comments that you have sent in via YouTube, obviously, because today we've not been able to really go through Facebook. We're still working on it. Ras Osajefu Duabil Tindandogo Gomado Yenzor Bill says, Woyo, he says, welcome on board, Ja people. And the King Blakk RASTA is on to bring you the black pot. Eko Ekene Okoli says, Blakk RASTA, good to be with you again today. More fire. And Prince Mamudu says, I salute you, Blakk RASTA. Woyo. And what does he say? The writings are so small, I'm struggling to read them. And peace and love guide us all. And it says, Francis Ampim says, I can't read this. It's difficult. It's difficult for me to read. Expand them so I can read them properly. Muhammad Banjea says, Alhamdulillah, the black pot of wisdom is fully here to serve and rewire the mindset of our people. Thank you so much, my brother. And the Rap Thunder says, it's been a while to watch you live. I never miss your show. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Bantase Abdul Latif says, Assalamu alaikum, Blakk RASTA. I'm watching you from Saudi Arabia. Jeddah, Blakk RASTA, keep the fire burning. Thank you so much. Nabon Pyramid says, deep conversation with open-minded people. The best is the best. Well, keep educating us, brother. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And then Francis Ampim says, I'm not excited to be in the class this evening. Oh, sorry. He says, I am most excited to be in the class this evening. Jah guide you and your crew, Blakk Rasta. No one is bigger than the truth. Sparrow says, respect, my brother. Asma Banda says, legendary Blakk Rasta. Sparrow comes back to say, Jah bless, Jah bless. Sweet Papito says, it's another beautiful week. I missed some teachings last week, but I am on live. Olivius Nwezi says, would she go through the same things Ghanaian prisoners are going through? Of course, that's what she's supposed to be going through. Same things. Yes, same things. Stephen Banda says, the wisdom is online, my king. Yes. Run the store. All right. God's Way Jata says, live in Kumasi. Come here. Wanini boy says, good evening. Blakk Rasta, I remember when Bawumia said they needed $30 million to save the economy. What happened to that? $30 million? That's no money, my brother. They've gone for $3 billion. Kambadi Samsudin says, Kennedy is speaking nothing but the truth. I support him for this message. Coastal GH says, some people need to be dealt with honesty. If not, we are doomed. I mean, look at the water bodies in Ghana. So sad. And then Nabila says, greetings, Blakk Rasta, always inspiring us with patriotic messages and asking us to be patriotic and to change the destiny of this great nation. Rap Thunder says, Ken's heart beats for Ghana. May he never change his mind when he becomes president of this nation, inshallah. Blessed love. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. We have a few more messages to give to you before we leave. Next story. And our next story says, TOGBE AFEDE exposes presidential rot. We all know TOGBE AFEDE the fourth, right? This is the man. I know him. Very much of a gentleman. He's quite rich. Yes, he's the owner of African World Airlines and Asogli power plant and all that. All right? Run the story, my youth. TOGBE AFEDE lists rots in Ghana. That's in Akufo-Addo's government in his book, Our Self-Inflicted Monumental Economic Crisis. This is an economist. He's a financial person. So when he writes from the annals of knowledge and wisdom. Run it, my youth. The Agbogbogbo Mafia of the Asogli state, TOGBE AFEDE, the 14th, not the 4th, the 14th, has slammed the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo government over the current state of Ghana's economy. In his book, Our Self-Inflicted Monumental Economic Crisis, TOGBE AFEDE said that the economic challenges in the country that the country is facing now are largely due to the poor economic management of the Akufo-Addo government. He added that it is clear that the government implemented majority of its policies and programs without properly thinking through or properly planning them before implementation, which is why the country finds itself in the current economic mess. He went on to list self-inflicting actions and decisions taken by the Akufo-Addo government which have landed the country in trouble as follows. The large increase in the number of ministers and appointees in 2017 was invariably a waste because it did not make any impact, let alone produce the promised outcomes. I agree with that. Political motivations dictated reckless increase in the size of our parliament with little or no thought about the extra cost, that is salaries, multiple ex gratia payments, common fund allocations, etc., etc. I agree with that as well. Now, payment to directors and employees of non-existent catapult Monies lost in the failed award of ECG to PDS, abandoned projects, sale of government vehicles and their replacement after 4 years or less, and expenditure on new voters registration have been wasteful. Hey. Similarly, wasteful have been payment of end of service benefits and all manner of allowances and perks to some state employees, huge convoys, unnecessary expensive travel for mostly unproductive seminars and conferences. Example, the reported 322 people who attended the recent UN climate change conference in Egypt. That's it. My brother, if you read this book, and luckily it is online for anybody to access, it will break your heart. There are things that we know already, but we are just reminding ourselves, in case we have forgotten, how this Nana Akufo-Addo government has inflicted intentional pain and irreparable damage to the Ghanaian people and the Ghanaian economy. I can't wait to see these people face the law. That's it. Next story. Next story I want to look at, my brother, my sister, is this one here that says, wanted by OSP for eating WAAKYE, KOKONTE. Some people have gone to eat WAAKYE and they've eaten KOKONTE on top. They have sold the country and they have used the money to eat WAAKYE and KOKONTE. These are the people. And they are wanted by the OSP. Look at them. This is the OSP, the Office of the Special Prosecutor's boss, the Special Prosecutor, Kisi Ejabeng, a.k.a. Ankwanoma. That's him. Run the story. It will break your heart. Delegates who ate MPP's contestants WAAKYE, KOKONTE and rice for breakfast wanted by OSP. Run it. He said the Office of the Special Prosecutor has issued a notice seeking the whereabouts of 6 individuals suspected of engaging in corrupt practices and corruption-related offenses during the parliamentary elections organized by the New Patriotic Party. Reportedly, instances of vote buying surfaced with delegates openly flaunting money received from aspirants on camera. One delegate, now on the wanted list, gained notoriety after appearing in a video where he proudly declared his breakfast choices during the primaries in the Ablekuma Central constituency. In the video, the delegate boasts, only since this morning, I ate rice, WAAKYE and KOKONTE. Apart from his culinary revelations, the delegate was also seen showcasing the money he received from aspirants during the voting process. Dash. It is so demeaning and so sad that we have such low brains in our nation. These are the people who mess up the country and they go looking for a visa to go to a country where human beings live. Instead of putting animals in zoos, aka animal prisons, today being World Wildlife Protection Day, lock these people in the zoos. They don't have sense. You are voting for leaders to come and manage the resources of this nation. And you are not looking at competence and content of the brain. You are looking at who can give you KOKONTE. You are looking at who can give you WAAKYE. You are looking at who can give you money. You are an animal. Do you agree with me? When are we going to grow? We need a radicalized nation. A president who will come and seriously mean to fight corruption and put patriotism on the center stage. Or else, forget it, my brother, is that cyclical, routine foolishness. It's the same thing. Our brothers go and hustle. Some of them die on the way to bring money, build businesses. People come and steal from the businesses, collapse it, and then they are also on their way back to bring money again. Some will die again to come and build businesses that will be stolen from. Routine cycle. And the others will keep going from church to church praying to get jobs. The only thing that can break that is patriotism. 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 I'm done. I appreciate you. I thank you. Do we have final messages? All right. Kambadi Samsidin says, Black Rasta. The sad thing is that when you are working so hard for the country, people will be laughing at you and be asking you so many questions. Seriously, I found myself in that situation. Jude Asigri says, greetings, Cinnamon. Another week for us. Keep the fire burning. Kambadi Samsidin comes back and he says, I keep asking myself questions, but no answers. I wish to use the opportunity to call on you, Black Rasta. It's about the Meridian Hotel at Tema. Are we going to sit down for everything to get spoiled? Rap Thunder says, they just destroy the party and let everybody know that politics is a dirty game in this world. So sad. Mawunyo Lumo says, good evening from Libya, Black Rasta. Kambadi Samsidin says, anytime I move around Accra and see people with half mentally ill people moving around our streets, I keep asking whether we have leaders, at least we can maintain areas like Meridian Hotel to accommodate them. Of course, we have accommodation issues. Meridian Hotel and the rest of them are there. You have even gone too far. Meridian has been abandoned for so long. How about, how's the other place called? Oh my God. Now, Bong Pyramid says, this show is too deep. The show is not for shallow minds. Pan-Africanism and patriotism. Thank you, Kambadi. Somebody says, I wish we can do away with politics, whether sponsorship or politicians, because I strongly believe that it's main causes of this, is the main cause of corruption in the country. He's talking about sponsorship for politicians. That's what he's talking about. It's a cause of corruption. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I love you. I will apologize for not being able to bring you the Facebook Live. Technical error. We apologize. Tomorrow, we'll make sure that it comes on live. In the interim, my name Black Rasta. I appreciate it. Come here. Come here. I'm looking at this camera. You're still on this. Thank you, my Lord. I appreciate it and I love you. Until such time, when I now back up again, God bless, no less, no stress. I love you. Share the broadcast. Whoa!